It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. You have choices and you choose to be with us to allow us to build your 8 or 9-figure sales department. So thanks. And I'll promise to you, well, this will be a good use of your time. Our philosophy, a core philosophy that drives our company is success leaves clues. And how true is that? It's the old success principle, but isn't it true that if someone else has done it, there's probably footprints that we can follow in order to get there. So what does that mean to you, the CEO, each morning? That means we start off with a case study, and we look in that case study and we look at what's working, and we look at some of the challenges the person had as well. So this is really cool. And so let's take a look at a case study this morning. Let's see what worked, what challenge they had, and then how we can apply it inside of the sales department. Oh, this is going to be amazing. So let's get started. So back in 1998. That's what I say. Back in 1998, there was a guy, and his name was Chuck Templeton. And he had an idea. Now you think about many of you out there, how many have an idea, right? And his idea was to make dining out easier. Now he started with a company called EasyEats.com, aiming to provide recipes and food reviews. But soon he realized a bigger opportunity: helping people find open tables at restaurants. Now, this idea evolved into OpenTable, a service that changed how we dine and became a model for creating successful businesses. What about the idea you have? So, okay, let's just talk about the problem. Imagine trying to book a table for a special dinner. You call one restaurant, then another and another, only to find they're all full. Now, this was a struggle Chuck witnessed with his wife, who spent hours trying to make reservations for a family visit. This frustration sparked an idea for OpenTable, showing how personal experiences can lead to innovative solutions. So their strategy was solve a problem. The strategy wasn't how do I make money initially, it was how do I solve a problem. So when he started with the name Easy Eats, Chuck soon learned that upscale restaurants didn't like the term eats. Okay, there's a problem. Got to change the strategy. You have to change the messaging. So he changed the name to OpenTable, which sounded more refined. This change highlights the important lesson: sometimes you need to adapt your vision based on feedback. Change the strategy, change the message. Chuck also realized that focusing on too many things at once could be overwhelming. By narrowing the focus to just restaurant reservations, OpenTable was able to grow and succeed. Now, OpenTable created a two-sided marketplace, connecting diners with restaurants, but getting restaurants on board wasn't easy. Many were using pen and paper for reservations. The OpenTable team went above and beyond, even setting up internet connections for restaurants to make it easy for them. This dedication to saying we're committed to solving your problem is a key part to any sales strategy, to any sales structure, to any sales message. What can we do to help make you even better? So once restaurants started using OpenTable, they found it hard to stop. The system became a critical part of their operations, handling reservations and storing customer data. This stickiness, let's call it that, made OpenTable indispensable, and a goal for every business to strive for every day. How do we become indispensable? By becoming an essential part of your customer's life, you create a competitive advantage. Well, at the end of the day, it's really hard to beat. So what's my big takeaway? What's my big takeaway? Just like OpenTable, businesses today can learn from these lessons. Number one, solve a real problem. Number two, be open to the feedback. It's okay. And then find a way that your product, your service, what you do becomes indispensable. And this is a timeless sales strategy, but you must adjust your sales message in many cases. So whether you're starting a brand new adventure, and if you are, congratulations to you, we're really excited, or you're all the way on the other side, remember the best innovations often come from personal experiences of folks who are willing to adopt and adapt. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 up in a way. With that being said, my name, by the way, again, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And this morning, we're going to get started, as we do every single morning. We're kicking off our core philosophy. And our core mantra is 4 words. Jot these 4 words down in your notes. Focus on sales. 4 words. Focus on sales. 4 words. Jot those down in your notes. Focus on sales. Here's my belief, and it's a true belief. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, Shay, wait a minute. What did you say? Yeah, if you can't focus on sales, like if you can't focus on sales. No, if you're a CEO today and you're watching and you're listening, you're like, I don't have time to really focus on the sales department. It's going to be really, really hard to be in business because sales at the end of the day is the oxygen for every successful business in sales. So Shay, what's the point you're trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is really loud and clear. Without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And once you hit that threshold, once that problem becomes real manifests, you could be out of business. So the point I want to make to you is that selling is serious, serious business. Selling is serious, serious business. Then we jump to the other side and we look at, wait a minute, what is our core mantra as a CEO? What are we going to do? What's our pledge back to the sales department? And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. Go ahead and jot that down in your notes. Learn, earn, and return. I have to learn something new. Repeat after me. In order to earn new revenue, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. But we also step back and slow down. We take a look at what's working. And so our objectives of the sales department in the beginning, the CEO sales huddle say, what's the progress we're making in our sales department? And then what are the roadblocks we have inside of our sales department? And then as we step back even further, it's understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Let me give you those 5 sales pillars. 1, a one-page CEO sales plan. 2, a sales cycle. What is the cycle that we're going through? 3, a sales message that actually sells. Okay. And then a CEO dashboard. We do that every single morning. We're going to take a look at that today. I can't wait. And we're going to see what's working. And then you got to build your sales team. You got to have that sales team. Now, every morning we get started. I love being here. I love this moment. This is the best time I have every single day, connecting with you, the CEO that's doing some cool stuff. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. And put the words hashtag I'm here. Now, hashtag I'm here is just the bat signal that you're in this conversation. You and I were in this conversation. And I love to connect. I love to respond to every single message that comes through. Or if you DM me, we'll do that as well, which many of you do. Thank you so much. And then if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. And if you're on one of the other streaming platforms, you're like, Shay, I can't make a comment. Shay, I can't DM you. No worries. Just go over to @IamChayBrown. You can connect with me right on any platform that works for you, @IamChayBrown, and drop me a DM. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know how we can add even more value to where you are today. Because the number one question I get asked often is, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle exists to be a place where you can gather to understand how to sell more faster using proven practices and principles that'll take you to the next level. What's our big why? It's about sales growth. It's about sales accountability, and it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before. We'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves. So the fact that you show up, the fact that you're here means you're in the conversation. And we do it for 15 minutes. So it's not a long time. It's a short amount of time to focus on your sales department. But we do ask for 15 minutes. And the reason for that 15 minutes is it represents 1% of your day focusing on the sales department, which is the only department in the entire company that brings in revenue. It's not a department that's just sitting over there and maybe you need it and maybe you don't. There's not a department you're like, well, I think I'm doing this over here and they can use it later. No. It's the sales department. And so our number one outcome is $100,000 a month over and beyond whatever you're earning today. The fact that you're in this conversation, you're able to generate $100,000 a month is our number one goal. Now, the question comes up all the time, Shay, how do I do that? How do I get there? Like, seriously, what's the pathway? And the pathway is the CEO Sales Dashboard. That's our blueprint. This is something we only had for our private clients that we now release to the public. And for the first time, and you can go to CEO Sales Dashboard and download it. So you want to measure key metrics. There's only 5 that you absolutely unequivocally, without a doubt, have to measure. And then there's many you can pick to choose yourself and your business. I'm okay with that. But there's only 5 that you absolutely unequivocally have to have in order to understand your sales department. Number 1, leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, we built something and we made it easy to understand and easy to execute. And that is the dashboard. Once you download it, it looks just like this. And this is going to be amazing for you. And it's an Excel sheet. Now, we made it an Excel sheet so that it would work for you and it'd be flexible, meaning you can go in and you can customize the spreadsheet. At its core, across the top are the days. Down the side are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And you can add to this. And under leads, you're going to say, okay, how many leads came into the database? Under appointments, how many appointments were set? How many appointments were run by the sales department? This is here's the philosophy. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. How true is that? So now you slow down. We're going to take a look at one area in the time we have. That we do this every morning, but let's take a look at one area. And I want you to follow along. Now, you might go in later and put your number one product as a CEO for the company. Maybe your number two product, you as a CEO for the company. Some of you have three products that are doing really well. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to get your first sale, your second sale, or consistent sales. You need this tool. Okay, I can't harp at that enough. Now, let's just look at one area, and that's offers. And offers means your team went out, and maybe you are the team. If you are, congratulations. You are an amazing CEO, okay? And you made an offer. And an offer means, did you ask for a credit card? An offer means yesterday someone signed a contract. You asked them to sign a contract. Maybe you had a conversation and someone asked them to send an ACH payment. Whatever your process is, because you're all different places, different spaces, put down how many folks yesterday, how many offers were made. Sometimes it comes down to that we're just not talking to enough qualified folks. Sometimes it comes down to the process that we started at. The good news is you're here. The good news is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And we don't beat ourselves up. We never beat ourselves up. In fact, once we've done the CEO dashboard, we always go over and celebrate our wins. So let's hop on over here right now and let's celebrate some wins, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly, I did say exactly, what you focus on. Number one, what are you most proud of? Like yesterday in the sales department, what are you most proud of? Number two, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? In the sales department, you're like so freaked amazed about it. Number three, what do you want to brag about? Like you're ready to come on here, you're ready to brag. You're ready to say, look, this is working. And that's cool. Isn't it good to sit back and see what's working and just soak it all in? Sometimes we beat ourselves up, and I haven't read anywhere, any place, anytime we beat ourselves up, we do a better job. So don't do that. But let's go on the other side. Seriously, let's check in. Come on over here with me. And let's take a look at, well, the challenges that we have. Because every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. There's some challenges. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And what's the one thing you can do? It's in your control that if you do it, it would move your life and or business forward, and you are committed to it. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus, and in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. With that being said, my message of the day is focus on the numbers. My message of the day is focus on the numbers. Now, I'm not saying numbers are everything. I'm not saying you got to just know your numbers. I want you not only to know your numbers, but to focus on your numbers. It's like stepping on a scale. You might step on a scale and you know your weight. But if you don't focus and have a strategy and take that information and start implementing it, and doing the implementation, the transformation never, ever takes place. And isn't that what we're all looking for? So I want you to focus on knowing your numbers. That's the information. Then implementing your best practices to get to the next level. And that's when we'll see the transformation. You do that as a CEO, you'll be successful. You've got this. Why not you? You're brilliant. You're smart. You're intelligent. You got everything you need to be successful. And I believe this is your time. I believe this is your moment. I believe as you're listening right now, I believe for you, your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Please pay this message forward. Share it with someone else so their business can grow faster, quicker, easier with less effort. We out of here. That's my time. Peace.